Okay, you will see a man struggling to survive or trying to survive 100 days, but one simple little mistake didn't really go the way I planned, but hope you guys enjoy this video anyway. Okay, day one. After I spawned in, did I spawn next to a village, which was great. So, I just went ahead, started gathering my wood and food, and went down into this nearby cave just to get coal and whatnot, the norm to get started. And the next day, I woke up and went ahead and went down into the mines to go try to find diamonds and whatnot, and made some decent finds. Then one day, I went out to go search for sugarcane, but the area that I was in, there's really none spawning in like the swamp biome where I was at. So I had to eventually venture out, try to find some, and it took me at least like 2 days just to go find like sugar cane. And boy, let me tell you, I was happy when I finally found it. The same night when I returned home, had a harvest moon, and that's when it makes your crops grow faster. I think it benefits your crops. So yeah, I had that. Day 8, I started building my try to start building an enchantment room. And when I went to go try to make an enchantment table, I realized I didn't have any obsidian. So I went back into the mines, finally got enough, and made the enchantment table. Then I didn't have enough to make the nether portal because I didn't have enough blocks. So I had to go back down yet again to go get some more. All right, day number 10. I woke up this day and found this guy standing outside of my door, the Wanderer, him and his two little buddies out there. Um, Not sure what he wanted, but I ignored him and just went on about my day. Went down into the caves so I can go get the blocks that I needed for the nether portal so I could finish building it because I didn't have enough. By the time I made it back up, it was already dark, but I managed to make it home in one piece. Not much really happened on this day. All I really did was just think I completed my diamond armor set. Um, just made some diamond leggings, enchanted them, and did some things around the house, and normal little things you would do regularly. Next morning, I went and started breeding cows and set out to search again for more sugarcane because I was still trying to make more books because the sugarcane that I had grabbed previously a couple of days ago um, wasn't really growing in that area as much. So I just want to like just go out, try to find some so I can have more, plant more so I can have it a bigger farm area. So I did that. And after a while, I finally decided to go to the nether and I saw these weird looking creatures in the lava. I don't know what those things were, but I wanted to stay away from that as far as possible. And anyway, I managed to get some gold nuggets. Then I tried throwing it to a zombie pigman to see if he see if he would give me something in return, but he wasn't interested. So I started digging me a path, and when I turned around to come back, my toe touched the lava, and this happened. And for some reason, I thought water would help, but no, that's not how it works in the Nether. I crossed the lava, explored some more, and couldn't find the fortress. So I just got the glowstone, and on my way out, a gas had spawned where I needed to go, but I managed to stay hidden and made it out. When I returned back to the regular world, I spawned on the ground and just started digging my way up, and surprisingly, I spawned next to the village. Day 14 was just a typical day, really. And after 2 weeks in this game, I finally decided to start building my own home. So I went ahead and I basically spent like in-game week just building my house. It took me like seven days just to build this home, and I say it was worth it. Then later on, I decided to head out and go and search for another biome. Found a broken nether portal. Had some pretty decent things in there. Then I came across this underground spider lair. It was very creepy. I saw those spiders spawn in, and at that point I said no. Then I found this underground like temple, and it had like a bunch of zombies spawning in, and let me tell you, it was pretty tough fighting all those guys because those guys were swarming me, and it was really getting out of control. So I ended up after looting that. It had a chest in that dungeon. So after looting all those things, taking everything, I went ahead and started making my way back home. Pretty interesting wildlife out here. I'll let you see that for yourself. So later on in life, I decided to start building an actual bridge. Make the place look a little nicer. So I did that and decided to move my farming area to another location on that island that's over there where it's like a bunch of gravel. Try to expand it, make it bigger so that way I can grow more crops. So that's what I spent 2 days, 3 days doing. So I think it was worth it though. And so I did a bit of research to help locate the Nether Fortress. And on this day, I decided to head back to the Nether again to locate the fortress. Along the way, I fought skeletons, gas, those pig guys, giant mosquito thing, some flying hog thing off camera that I had fought. And after spending about 2 hours looking around, I finally found the fortress. So I went in, fought blazes and wither skeletons, looted the chest, and got the heck out of there. When I made it back to the overworld, I looked at the coordinates and I spawned like super far away from my base. So I looked at my coordinate notes and started heading home. And along the way, I stopped at a sand village, saw a giant tarantula hawk and snakes, made friends with a horse, but sadly the direction I was heading was just straight up water, so I had to leave him. Then I came across a killer whale who decided to tag along, and I found a shipwreck. It took me 10 Minecraft days just to get back home. Wow. I wanted to get a bit creative, so I went ahead and built a nether house to grow warts and make potions. I'm not the best at building, but I at least did something. When I started making potions, I kept brewing them wrong, and so I had to look up recipes on how to make the ones that I need, because I haven't made potions in this game in like forever. So couldn't really remember, so I had to do that to refreshing my memory. Then later on, I tried making enchantment books, but all the enchants were horrid. So I decided to sail to another island and make a temporary base there to help try to find Enderman, because really weren't any Endermen spawning over here near my main base. So, and as I was working on the temporary base, some visitors came to say hello, and after I killed them, I thought nothing of it until I returned home. Surely enough, when I returned back, a raid happened. So I ran back outside, cause I had went and tried to go inside, cause I didn't know where they were gonna spawn. So I went back outside, started fighting them, picking them off one at a time. That was my best bet. As soon as I ran out of arrows, I knew I was truly screwed, because my sword was not powerful enough. I knew I wasn't strong enough. My armor wasn't strong enough. They raided the village, got whatever they wanted, they got the heck out of there. But on the bright side, hey, at least I got my temporary base done. I started getting low on diamonds, so I went ahead and decided to just go on the ground. And I found this abandoned mine shaft and found an Enderman, so I went ahead and took advantage of that and killed him, so that way I can have more eyes of enders. And later on, I found a mob spawner, a spider mob spawner, looted the chest, and found diamonds. So I went ahead and got that and got the heck out of that cave. And the next day I woke up and geared up and decided to head out to try to find the end portal. I did end up finding the stronghold, but it was very hard to find that end portal because I was running around for at least like an hour and 30 minutes just trying to find that portal. But I did end up finding it. And of course it had no eyes in it, so I had to make all the eyes of Ender on my own. So I had to exit out instead of just trying to find my way out the way I came in. I just went ahead and just started digging my way straight up, and it didn't, surprisingly I was right next to the surface. That was pretty easy, so I marked the spot and started heading back home. While I was down there, I had grabbed some enchantment books and started putting them on my armor to make my armor better, and I was preparing myself further to fight the Ender Dragon. But I had to make a quick stop to a cave system to try to find more diamonds yet again. And while I was down there in search of those diamonds, came across two zombies in full armor and Reaper. Quickly took them out and looked up, and I saw this abandoned mine shaft. So I was still in pretty much the same cave system as I was before, but I'm just in a different part. I ended up finding diamonds, and when I was making my way out, this fatal mistake put my entire challenge to an end. 76 days I've survived, and what have I accomplished? Absolutely nothing. But I at least found the end portal. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all in the next one.